But it is 5 in the morning, so I will be heading off to bed pretty soon. Quarantining with the old girlfriend. No, well, my girlfriend's back at her apartment now. She was just at mine for 2 weeks. She couldn't stay at hers for those 2 weeks. And now she's back at her place. I'm doing fine, you know. I'm doing alright in quarantine, to be honest. Staying sane with the esports games. Yeah, she's fine as well. She's got work, so she's pretty occupied as well, working from home. I'm gonna ask one final time, just because I'm really curious to know, like, if anyone has an answer to this question now. But if anybody's just tuned in for the end of the stream here, and you have a friend or family member who watched Rocket League on ESPN today, can you tell me what they thought of it in chat right now? I want to know what people thought, like new viewers thought, because I know almost nothing about ESPN, and I know very little about American sports television. So I really don't know, like, what their opinion was of Rocket League today. I'm curious. Your dad said it was boring. Did he elaborate? Did he think the game was boring, or like the tournament was boring, or did he think that there weren't enough dogs on the webcams? What was his thoughts? Your friend thought the casting kind of sucked. What did they? Are they like Rocket League fans? Do they know anything about Rocket League casting? Did they have anything to compare it to? Shmosai, thanks, man. Get Simp Killer to make a team to VS Rogue. Who is Simp Killer? Is this a Scrub Killer alias? Yeah, so the casting made him feel bored. Okay. Most of the RL casters are really bad. Well, that's a bit harsh. Bubba Luke, thanks for the 23-month tier 1. Appreciate it, man. They thought the casting was terrible, but besides that, they thought it was entertaining. Okay, actually, when I asked this question earlier, everybody said that they liked it, but now everybody's saying that they hated it. My house in USA was going nuts. They honestly loved it. Awesome. That's cool to hear. Explain the game is fast-paced. Your brother's only watching because nothing else is going on. Said it looked unprofessional. Casters sucked. But see, like, is that, like, did you ask them what they thought about the casters, or was this just what they came out with? Were they just, like, straight up, like, what are the casters doing? They suck. Most RL casters suck, to be fair. Whoa. Harsh. They were confused. What, with the game? They just didn't understand how it works? Your sister didn't like the casting but liked the games. So all the people who are writing in chat right now, are these, is your sister, Tacos, and all the other people who are writing about what their families thought, are these, like, Rocket League fans who are watching and commenting? Like, are your family members and your sisters and mothers and fathers who are watching, are they Rocket League fans? Do they know anything about Rocket League? Have they watched Rocket League before? Are they all first-time viewers and they didn't like casting and production and stuff? Like, which is it? Because, I mean, online, you can see on Reddit and Twitter.
Always love watching you on YouTube, one of, if not the best YouTubers I've ever seen. Thank you for doing what you do.
They're hardcore fans, so... Basically said the casting was boring, the game was cool, but the casting brought it down. Man, everybody's just talking about the casting. It wasn't normal casting. They needed to just comment it.
Late night Johnny Boy gives us all such joy. It's only midnight here. Let's see Kep versus Killer.
No, I'm heading off, man. I'm heading off. I mean, I don't know. Are you guys, like, legit? Are you? Did all of your guys who are replying in chat right now actually have family members or friends who hadn't watched Rocket League before and watched it for the first time or one of the first times today on ESPN? And these are their comments, or are these just your comments disguised as comments from your family and friends who haven't watched Rocket League before? Mask feedback from boomers. They prefer real sports. They don't like esports. I just want to know. Like, I'm interested. I'm intrigued to know what they thought. Even if somebody does say, this sucks, what's it doing on my TV? Like, I still want to hear it, you know? I want to know what people think. Like, I'm not offended by this. I don't get personally offended when somebody tells me Rocket League doesn't belong on ESPN. Like, if somebody told me that, I would be like, okay, if that's what you think, that's fine. You're allowed to think that. I have no problem with you thinking that. I disagree, but I don't have a problem with somebody thinking it, you know? They can think whatever they want. I'm curious to know what people think, you know? Nobody should get offended when they hear something that they disagree with. Well, not in this context. I mean, maybe in other contexts he can, but not this context. Fact the guest caster knew nothing about Rocket League hurt a lot. I don't know. I thought Landon had some really good, interesting questions actually. Like stuff like asking what boost is and how the cars accelerate is really good for viewers who also don't know what that is, because it brings it up in conversation naturally, and then the casters can explain how the cars accelerate, and then the viewers who don't know about that can be like, ah, cool. Having commercials sucked. Yeah, that's just American TV, right? I don't really know from experience, but I've heard. Leafix has never casted, and they spent a lot of time explaining it to Landon. Well, Leafix actually has casted Rocket League a lot in the past. He has quite a lot of experience with it. He's an OG caster actually. You didn't ask your dad, but he was watching pretty closely. He got off the phone for it. Whoa, nice. I'm watching, never played Rocket League before. I'm reading all the comments. I'm a bit behind right now. I'm trying to read everything. Here's the generalization about Rocket League casters. Most are not great. What is it you don't like about Rocket League casters? I have signed an Nator 17. I'm sorry I can't do more for you, man. Shimazao, thanks for the prime sub. Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Rocket League was an ESPN Lantern Kun tonight. It was. You're offended that I'm so level-headed about this. I don't know. I know you're joking, but I just don't get offended by this kind of thing. It's like, whatever. I mean, if I was on that segment, for example, casting, and people told me it sucked, I would be like, okay. Well, what can I do better, you know? I don't really take it personally. I just try and think about it logically and think, okay, what can improve? Like, right now, my head is just like, I'm going over in my head like, what would have been the best solution if people in the Rocket League hardcore fan community aren't happy? What's the solution here? Because this is what I think, right? A lot of people are saying there should be one broadcast for Twitch and one different broadcast for ESPN. But that's a cop-out. I don't think that's necessary. I believe that you can make a broadcast that everybody can get into. Well, at least, maybe not everybody, but that people can enjoy on both platforms. Let's put it like that. I think that you can have a broadcast that's perfectly suitable and acceptable for Twitch that would also work on mainstream media like ESPN. I don't think you need two separate broadcasts. I think having it the same is fine and actually a good idea. To keep everybody talking about the same thing and everybody's talking about the same stuff. You didn't really know what was happening? Your buddy didn't know what was happening? Okay. IK Holwab, welcome to the stream. They are cringe, bro, but you're good. Oh, thanks, man. Like, one of the things I think got said today was something along the lines of he brought out the big guns, he brought out the bazooka, made me want to smash my face against my desk. Whoa, that's a really violent reaction to something that somebody said on the internet. Listen, guys, there's always going to be people that don't like your casting. There's loads of people who don't like my casting. And I'm okay with that. Like, if somebody told me that they prefer caster X, Y, and Z more than me, that's fine. I don't really mind. I that's not my metric for success or metric for improvement. My only metric for success and improvement is trying to get better than I was the last time I casted. I try and do a better job than I did last time. And I try and, do a better co-cast than last time I co-casted with whoever I'm co-casting with. In the recent times, that's mostly Shogun. So I'm always trying to, do better than I did last time and have us do better than we did last time. That's pretty much all we're trying to do. I don't really care if somebody prefers another duo over me or another analyst over me or whatever. That's totally okay. I'm just trying to improve. I think most of the casters are, to be honest. They should take a page from Overwatch Esports and explain the game as part of the broadcast, then let the casters do their thing. Explaining things every game is just boring for anyone who has already watched before. Well, I think a lot of people definitely agree with you there. Like, people who already know what Rocket League is and understand how it works felt like they didn't get the best experience because there wasn't hype casting, basically. it needed to be me and Shogun to make it work. That's really it. I don't know, like, would that work on American TV? I don't know if it would. 2 British voices. Do you get 2 British voices commentating sports on ESPN ever? That was such a funny call by Jorby. I liked it. It was spot on, Imo. Are you talking about the bazooka thing? See, there you go. Somebody hated it. Somebody wanted to smash their face off the desk. Somebody else loves it. Like, there was no "This is Rocket League" 0 out of 10. There was what was the one-liner which was even better though? I played indoor. That's the new "This is Rocket League." Absolutely phenomenal. I loved it, to be honest. I like your casting, but you actually have a great idea of how Rocket League works. Thank you. I do try. I try. People need to understand the game separately, and combined audience and Twitch and TV viewers could happen. If I try to watch, let's say, a rugby game or water polo or something I'm unfamiliar with, I don't enjoy it nearly as much because I have no idea what's going on. Okay, I can speak to that because I've got quite a lot of experience with this. So, or I've thought about this a lot, I should say. So, I guess I'll bring my chat up on my screen here so you guys can see what I'm looking at, because you might want to know what it is that I'm reading. Where is my Twitch chat? So I'm reading this comment here. Let's just do this. Okay, so I think people need to understand the game separately and combined. So we got the live chat over here on the right. This is what I'm actually reading though. I'm a bit behind. So yeah, you say that you don't enjoy something like rugby or water polo because you don't understand what's going on. Okay, I want you to think of any time that you've clicked on a random YouTube video and somebody's doing something that you have no idea about, but they're either really passionate about it or they're really knowledgeable about it. And then suddenly you're like, oh my goodness, I can't help but be interested in what I'm seeing right here because this guy who's doing it or this girl who's doing it, they're just so interesting, or they're just so funny, or they're just, you know, whatever they're doing might captivate you in some way, even if you have no idea what's going on. Now that's happened to me in loads of different like random videos. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure you guys can relate. Like, you just click on a video, you're like, okay, I have no idea what's going on here, but this is hype, or this is cool. I want to watch more of this. And I think that Rocket League could do that because it's so easy to understand as a concept. Put the ball in the hole in the wall, right? Easy, right? Orange team put it in the blue goal, blue team put it in the orange goal. It's not that hard. I'm sure that 99.9% of the population could grasp that much at least. You don't. I feel like you wouldn't need the details. What you do need is hype and knowledge. That's the two things that I think are really interesting to me in a cast. Like when I'm watching a Rocket League cast, the two things that I really appreciate are people genuinely being passionate and excited about the game, and people being knowledgeable about the game. And that doesn't have to be Rocket League, it could be anything. So, you know, I don't have to fake it. I am genuinely passionate and I enjoy casting Rocket League, so I think that comes out in my commentary quite naturally. And I just try to learn as much about the game as possible so I can be knowledgeable. Those are like my two things, the two goals. I guess the other really important thing in a co-casting sense is you need to practice casting with your co-caster so that you can understand their tendencies with vocal inflection, when they want to stop talking, when they want to start talking, what kind of things they want to talk about and what they know about the game, how they want to interject. These kind of things come with time. So yeah, there's quite a lot to casting, the art of it, to make it work well. But I genuinely believe that Rocket League is a game that you could actually show. I would love to do that as a challenge. Like, okay, give me a game like this, like a grand final. I'll cast it, and I'll see how many people who don't have a clue about the game actually enjoy it. I think it's definitely possible that you can make it enjoyable for somebody who has no idea what's going on. He did say it's cool as TV. I didn't think it was that big. Started contributing for esports against your family, I guess. Nice. Okay. Saying what's happening instead of dumb phrases that don't make sense. I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean by this? Americans would prefer how football is cast. UK prefers a different caster vibe. You mean like American football? I don't know how American football's cast, so I can't really comment on that. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be differences in preference. But hey, about half of my Rocket League fans are American. Or, 45% of my YouTube views come from America, so... And it's about the same on Twitch, just over 40% come from USA alone. And another 4 or 5% from Canada, so... I don't think it's that hard to, find common ground, right? Let's do an American voice. Well, I would like it if many Americans wouldn't. Oh, this is you guys talking about 2 British voices on ESPN. I mean, it was me that said that. I said I don't know if that would work, 'cause, you wouldn't want 2 British voices on an American ESPN, NA, North American, final, right? Golf sometimes is UK casters. Okay. Interesting. When does it start? Oh, we already did it. Sorry, man. People cream for British accents, especially in a soccer game. I think we do get this, we get a pass on anything related to kicking a ball. People are like, oh yeah, the UK guys, they're mad about that. They must know what they're talking about. Car ball? Yeah, close enough. Needs to be more understanding. You can summer down almost more esports to put ball in hole. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't think it's all about understanding. I think that the excitement is very, easy to get caught up in for Rocket League. You can really, really make it exciting and get people emotionally invested in a game. Richard Lewis said before the CSGO casters used to wear suits during every cast, but that they switched to wearing smart casual on normal days and then wearing suits on regional and world finals. I think Rocket League should do this, even if it's just on stream. A visual hype up. Hope that makes sense. It kind of looks weird though. I think the reason why nobody wants to wear suits on broadcast at home is because you're sitting in a lot of these guys are just sitting in their bedroom. You don't wear a suit in your bedroom. Nobody does this. You don't get suited up to go sit at your desk in your room and talk on a webcam. Yeah, 4-0. Maybe best of 9 would have been better for the spring series, so that it's not 3-0, it's actually 4 games needed. He's far back in the chat. Hey, not anymore though. Not anymore. Rocket League needs golf casting. The scene would explode. I don't know about that. Rocket League is far too fast-paced for golf casting, I would say. Achieves wears suits from casting from home. Absolute class. He does wear suits to casting from home. This is true. I don't know why, because nobody else does. Maybe that's all he owns. Nobody's told him that he has to wear a suit. Hey, NXN Skater, thanks for the Prime sub. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. I don't know why it took so long to notice that one. Yeah, my sleep sketch is pretty mad. You're right. I'm not suited up right now, true. He has a suit tattoo, maybe, yeah. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what the next plan is for, Rocket League and mainstream media. I'm really, really curious. I mean, for all I know, today... Maybe it was a huge success on ESPN. Obviously, the online Rocket League Reddit and Twitch and Twitter community didn't like it too much, but maybe ESPN loved it. Maybe ESPN viewers loved it. Maybe Rocket League's popping off right now with new players. Maybe it was a huge success. I don't know. Search Twitter for ESPN2 Rocket League. You can spot some reactions from non-Rocket League people. That's a really good idea. I'm going to do that. So I'm really curious to see what people thought of it. I mean, I'm just excited for Rocket League's continued growth, really. I really hope that it, continues to grow, because I genuinely, I believe in the game, I believe in the esport, I believe in the people behind it, and I want it to do well, I want them to do well. So, yeah, I'm definitely curious to see. Leafix being so happy to talk to Landon and expressing his love for the game just made me happy. I'm really glad that made you happy, man. That's cool. Tips on getting out of plat in ones. If you forfeit 20 games in a row, you'll probably get out of plat really, really quickly. Don't like how the series is split up so much for the players' sake. Well, that's just something that happens when you broadcast on TV. There's going to be breaks, and the players just have to deal with it. That is it. That's just how it's going to be. It's not like, one team has a break and another doesn't. They both have a break, so it's fair, Really cool to see Leaf get the cast again. Yeah, Leaf's an OG caster. Went from 130k to 50-55 mid-tourney all of a sudden. I think it went 50-55 after the grand final was actually over. Personally, all the people who don't care to watch Rocket League are people who've never played because they don't understand the skill needed to play in RLCS. I mean, you can not enjoy watching it while fully understanding the skill it takes to play it. You might just not like watching it. Yeah, PK got screwed. How did I get my job for RLCS? Me? I uploaded like 1,400 Rocket League casting videos on YouTube, and somebody must have liked them. I got asked to cast various Rocket League events, and then yeah, RLCS was one of them. That's probably my best advice if you want to cast RLCS. Just go upload like 1,400 YouTube videos of various Rocket League casting. Yummy, I will do that. I will definitely do that. Took a pandemic to get Johnny to cast RLCS. True, it did. That also happened. Which, you know, the pandemic I'm not too happy about, but I'm definitely happy to cast RLCS. It's really fun. And I get to annoy so many people. That used to be like a go-to for people who didn't like me. They would just hit me with the, haha, you'll never cast RLCS. But no, I actually did, so they have nothing. They literally have nothing they can say. They used to have that. Now they have nothing. Like, they was already pretty desperate, and now it's, yeah, completely desperate. I think ones is better practice for 3s or 2s. Probably 2s. You're practicing ones, and when you play 3s, I'm too much in the ones mindset. The more you switch between them, the better you're going to get at, like, you know, just flipping the switch and playing both well. It's like Trump winning the presidency after Obama said he would never. I mean, I guess that is similarity. Yeah, it's not exactly not exactly the first analogy I would come up with. It's the exact same thing. A part of me doesn't want Rocket League to grow more because it might get super monetized and make a worse viewer experience. I guess that's possible. I mean, I want the best for the game, but and the best for the esport, but in my like opinion, the best outcome is pretty much just like making 1v1 bigger, making 2v2 bigger, having all 3 disciplines be part of a big Rocket League like once a year world championship circuit. And if people want to, you know, buy broadcasting rights, they can. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, if there's going to be big breaks like this, Twitch obviously won't be very happy, but maybe tournament organizers can come up with cool content for the breaks and make it good. It's definitely possible. Worst thing could happen is live events go big. It's really difficult to hang out with my friends who work or play in them. True. That's true. I mean, I would love for the game to be huge, because then more people would get to enjoy it, because Rocket League's really, really fun to watch, and the bigger it gets, the more people will get to enjoy that. So hopefully it gets bigger so they can have fun. Why am I such a good mate? I don't know, man. That's probably for you to say. I think good chemistry between casters is important for a new viewer. Secondary is chemistry with gameplay and the hype for what happened in the field. Hardcore fans knows what's happening. Yeah, of course, you're never going to earn the respect of hardcore fans if you constantly come out with nonsense. They're just not going to enjoy what you're saying. Or if you keep making stuff up because you know you should be speaking, you're like, I have nothing to say, and you just, you know, pull something out of nowhere that you literally just made up, then people, they'll know that you're just talking nonsense, you know. Who do I think would have won RLCS if it didn't get cancelled? Probably G2. Probably. But it really is a coin flip with G2, because on LANs with this exact roster, every time it looks like they're popping off and they're going to win, they just get slapped on the last day by somebody and lose. Like PK at Montreal, Vitality at Season 7. I'm pretty sure the G2 looked really dominating BTS as well. Then when we got to the last day, they just like fell over and lost to somebody. So yeah, G2 would probably look insane right up until the final day, then just get 4-0'd by Dignitas or something. That's like a more realistic outcome. probably. But since it's hard to predict which EU team or which NA team would be the one to upset them, you still have to predict G2 as the favorites to win it. Because overall, the percentage chance that G2 don't choke is a bigger percentage than any other team upsetting them. But that's only if you had to pick a team to win. If I had to put a percentage on it, I'd still say G2 to win RLCS Season 9 is something like 25%. Maybe, yeah, 22%, 20% maybe. It's not even that high. It's not like a really huge percentage like other teams in the past. It can't be. Like, they'd be the favorites, but they would only barely be the favorites because they've lost so many lands. Did I cast other games before Rocket League? Nope, never. Have you ever asked yourself trying to qualify for RLCS? No. But yeah, I would be more like G2, Vitality, even NRG, Pittsburgh Knights maybe. They're all like more likely to just clutch it up and make a day 3 run to win it all. Just like teams who have won lands recently, you know. I don't know why you've not seen Jacob still. I think Jacob still streams a lot. He's probably just streaming a lot. He was playing in Rocket League Rival Series this season, but they got relegated. Actually, yeah, to be honest, maybe Dignitas. I think, yeah, I've actually persuaded myself that no, I don't think G2 would win. I think Dignitas would probably win. Never mind, because Azrael plays for Dignitas, doesn't he? So they would probably win. Yeah. I don't know, G2 have just looked too dodgy in the past few lands. It's hard to predict that they would win. I mean, I did it right a couple minutes ago, but I've changed my mind. It's not up yet. Yeah. I have Dark Blinds, though. Yeah, I'm going to head off in a few minutes, guys. But good talk. It was an interesting discussion there. I'm going to go look up reactions to the ESPN Rocket League segment on Twitter. I mean, it seems like the Rocket League community want 2 separate broadcasts for Twitch and ESPN. I totally disagree with that. I think you should keep it the same for both, but maybe having like a well-practiced and proven caster pair for the casting, and then switching between desk and casters. You could even go to the desk mid-series, like if you wanted a break from the games. You do like game 1 commercial break, game 2 desk break, if they're all about the breaks on ESPN. That would be interesting. But I think, yeah, you probably, I think the best way to sell, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this from any position of influence, but my opinion is that the best way to get new viewers interested in Rocket League is to put Shogun on the microphone. That's pretty much it. Give Shogun the mic, and the rest is history. That's it. That's all you need to do. Because I think Shogun's just the best caster. Full stop. So just give him the microphone. Probably on ESPN, don't give me the other microphone, because that'd be too many British voices on an American channel. So probably give the other mic to like JamesBot, I guess.